Let's actually talk a little bit more about your integration with HubSpot. So let's say you're a HubSpot customer, you want to start marketing to your audience, your B2B. How does this integration work? We talked briefly about this really two-way integration, both taking the data and putting the data back in. But what does this integration look like? How do people get started? And really, how long does it take to get going?
Those are great questions. We actually have some fantastic content on the HubSpot site on this as well. But as I call, there is often two ways that you can go and build an integration. You can either take an existing integration with another CRM player in the market and then redo it or modify or evolve it for a platform. We did not take that. We actually purpose built the HubSpot integration. We often hear feedback that the time to value is really, really less. It's very easy to use. But at the most fundamental level, what you're doing is you're taking your contact and account lists and you are syncing that data and your deal data into RollWorks. And once you've done that, what you're doing is RollWorks does its magic. Go back to that identity graph we were talking about, right? We're going to do a matching of what we have in our identity graph with the account and contact lists and deal data that you've loaded. And once we have done that, the magic will say, okay, I see that there is a set of accounts that are in market and we prioritize them based on the criteria that you provide. So that's one way, right? And now what you've done is you've basically identified high propensity accounts. What's going to do next? You work on an advertising campaign and an advertising strategy. That's where you may say, hey, I want to target these accounts and here is my primary message to them. And that's where the other magic comes, where we have an advertising platform where we can activate your advertising. Now, that's not where we end.
Okay. And now, is that done in HubSpot? Like, are you creating the actual ads in HubSpot? It's being pushed to the platform, or is this all done outside of HubSpot?
You're actually creating the advertising and the campaigns inside of RollWorks.
Okay.
And what you get back in HubSpot is sales insights, because yes, you will drive your advertising campaign and you will see some degree of engagement on that. You will see clicks, you may see impressions, you may see some accounts that have spiking activity. For example, you may have a customer from your account in the target list that's going to a review site, that's reading an article about you, right? We can take those signals of spike activity and surface it in a widget inside of HubSpot. That's the other side. That's the other thing that we get raving reviews from our customers on, which is that they are in HubSpot and they can gather the sales insights on account spike or event data, and they get automated notifications that these accounts are spiking. Why that matters? Because often in sales and marketing teams, the priority list of what to work on is different, right? So this is fantastic for sales marketing alignment.
So that all goes into the scoring mechanism. Say, hey, listen, you have these number of accounts. Maybe you have 1,000 that you've been assigned to, but really you only have enough time to reach out to 50. And it's like you've identified these are your 50 top, and these are potentially the contacts that have been interacting the most. And so enabling the sales team to better target their time and energy.
Yes, absolutely.